Hello, my friends. Welcome to our 8-session series on yoga for beginners. Whether you are new to yoga or looking to refresh and reinforce your basics, this series is designed to help you to build your practice session by session. In this series, we will explore the foundations of Hatha Yoga, including breathing exercise, asanas, and steps towards more advanced balancing poses. By the end of the series, you will feel confident and well on your way to progress and understanding. For the best results, we recommend practicing each session for a week. Repetition will help you to feel more at ease with the asanas and elements presented in this series. And consider inviting a friend to join you on this journey. Having a practice buddy can provide a great support and encouragement, especially when starting out. Before we begin, I want to take a moment to congratulate you for embarking on this new learning journey. Whatever your reason for being here, I want you to know that you are welcomed with open arms. We are in this together, my friend. With each step we take, we will build our confidence and resilience. I'm here to support you along the way and smash this together. Let's begin our journey towards greater strength, flexibility, and inner peace. Here we go. We're going to start this session with the new posture that we covered in the last session, the crow. I hope you've been having fun with that. Before we start with that, let's warm up our hands. Maybe you have noticed as you try out crow pose that some of you may felt a bit of a weakness or pain in your wrist. So let's start with a good warm up for your hands, for your wrist and your hands. Squeeze your hands and open your hands, and let's repeat. Squeezing as much as you can and opening and stretching out your fingers as much as you can. Very soon, I can already feel it, you will feel in your forearm. So there are muscles in our hands, but not so much. To protect your wrist, not to have all of your body weight going into your joint, going into your wrist, we need to engage with the muscles so that those weight can be distributed well into different parts. So our forearm and also the muscles in our hands will help to relieve those how to say, to spread the weight from your wrist instead of getting it all cornered down into your wrist. Oof, this is becoming difficult. Bring your arms up. And the last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Are you ready to fly? So let's go. Squatting position. Keep your feet close to each other so that we can keep our legs more in integrity rather than going all out. Upper arms under your legs inside to create a really good shelf for your legs. Hands shoulder wide distance, not too close to you but a bit far away so that you have the weight on your hands already. Your fingertips are not pointing out, they are either pointing forward or slightly pointing inward. Your elbows is not really bending towards you, but they will be slightly outward, not all the way out to 90 degree away from you, but more like 45 degree. So I'm giving you just a few more tips to bring more success in this posture, to bring more integrity in your structure. Okay, gaze forward and down. Squeeze the arms in, squeeze the legs in, and this arm to the leg connection stays together the whole time. Heels up, shift the weight to your hands, hips up, shift more weight to your hands. Go forward, continue, go forward, continue forward, squeeze arms in a little more. One toe up, push your hands against the floor, picking yourself up. Feel the lightness on the other foot. However, your feet are away from the floor, feel the lightness in the feet. Keep squeezing the arms in and slowly release. Oi, oi, oi. Okay, now this will be the last new posture in this series, and this will be the headstand. Some people call this the king of asana. There is just so much benefit with this posture. And just like how we started the crow pose in the previous session, I want to say it's not that difficult. Once again, focus on the form and the structure, then everything will follow. We need strength, but not so much. We need a bit of strength to keep the integrity of the posture. Let's be patient as we go into headstand. You may succeed today, you may succeed in few days, in a month, in a year. But what is important, this is a process. This may be a posture that gives you the most challenge in a way so far in comparison to all the other posture we've been learning. Enjoy that challenge. The longer that journey is, more things, more lessons that we can pick up along the way. Let me start with the foundation. So you're going to reach for your elbows so that your elbows will be shoulder wide distance when you place it on the floor. Your hands will be interlocked strongly, but heels of the palm away from each other so that you can place your back of the head against your hands. Top of the head on the floor. So top of the head on the floor, hands behind your head. You are creating a triangle here where it's all bounded and connected. Make sure you really start with your elbows shoulder wide distance. If your elbows are wide, this is not a good triangle. You won't be able to really stand up well. And then from here, lift up your hips and feel the weight on your head. It's important that you don't roll your head as you feel the weight. Weight coming to your head, you resist instead of rolling. Walking your feet forward, and it's not really about bringing your feet as close as possible to your elbow. It's about bringing your hips over to your shoulder. So you want to feel again that lightness on the feet, pushing with the elbows against the floor and with your head resisting from rolling. One knee to the chest. Keep pushing and going forward and up with the hip. Maybe you may feel a point where the other toe becomes light. Then you bring your knees to the chest. So you may have noticed if you have some flexibility, you will be able to float up. So you walk forward as much as you can with your feet. You lift up your hips as much as you can for your feet become light. If that is not possible, some of you may need to jump a little bit, but then you can understand that there is more risk because it becomes less static and more dynamic. If you need to jump, then again, make sure you always push against the elbow and start with a very small jumping. Still
lifting up your hips as much as you can, and a little hop, a little hop, a little hop, and maybe you find a little moment where you feel the weight on your elbows, then bringing your knees to your chest. So in this position, let's aim to come to this position to start your headstand. Eventually, if you can arrive to that place and stay there for 30 seconds easily, then you will continue extending your legs up to the ceiling. If you feel you have enough flexibility to not to jump, try not to use the wall. If you need to jump, use the wall, not right against the wall, but just a little bit away from the wall, because you will need a bit of space for your hips. Just be careful about using the wall. Once you start with the wall, it becomes quite difficult to come away from the wall. So this is up to you. And whatever you decide, I really hope you enjoy. Headstand. It's quite strained posture. You may feel your top of the head right now, but we are not used to give all of our body weight into our head. And that if you feel a bit of pain in the top of the head, that's okay. If you feel pain or discomfort in your neck, that is not okay. In that case, you might want to have someone to check you from the side to see if your neck is in a good shape, or you can film yourself from the profile to see what is the line of the neck. But you want to make sure that you have that gentle arch in your neck rather than completely straight or even rounded. I hope this makes sense to you. If you have any question, you can just write down in the comment, okay? Thank you for joining me on this video. So are you ready to commit to this series? Let's make it official. Write, I am in the comments to show your dedication and start the journey. After each session, share your progress by commenting session complete and give yourself a pat on the back for completing the practice. When you complete the entire series, write series complete. I am well on the path in the comments. And when you see others posting about their progress, be sure to show your support by giving them a thumb up and congratulating them to their commitment. I know it may seem a little cheesy, but sharing your journey out loud and celebrating with others along the way can make this experience truly remarkable. So let's support each other, stay accountable, and work towards our goals together. I wish you a beautiful day and see you soon. Keep shining on!